From the White Zombie Stroke Pantera US tour in Kalamazoo, and right now we're kicking it here in the dressing room with Pantera, well, half the band anyway, and I've got Vinny and Phil joining me here. So welcome back down to the show, guys, and lovely to see you as well, Phil. And just before we sort of get down to the nitty-gritty, it's good to be back out on the road. How's the show's been going?
It's been going great, man. It's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. You know, we've played to the largest crowds we've ever played to. You know, we did 16,000 in Detroit the other night, 14,000 in Dallas. It's been real successful and real good.
Well, congratulations, because the album went in at #4 in the US, and I know it's charted all over Europe. So basically, Phil, the whole idea of the great Southern trend kill, you've basically proved a point anyway now, haven't you?
Proved a point? What point is that?
The point is that you've gone against all the trendy stuff that's going on, and you've come out with a killer record, and people are still interested.
Not really that we're going against it. It's just that I think that we've done and stuck to what we've always done since the Cowboys from Hell days, when we established what the hell really we were and what our point was. And just, I guess the proof is a strong fan base, and we've got a lot of support.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of support back for you in Europe as well. I mean, you know, we've had so many letters and emails on the internet and whatnot, and I think also because Metallica came out with such a commercial sounding record, you're one of the only bands flying the flag for heavy metal now, really, aren't you?
In a sad way, it's almost true, you know, but we're happy to do it. You know, we feel like we're the top of the chart when it comes to metal now.
Absolutely.
And we're proud to go out and do it, and we're looking forward to coming back to Europe and the United States, Japan, Australia, everywhere we've been before. And, you know, we want to thank the fans for supporting us and, you know, enabling us to make the kind of records that we want to make, because without the fans, you don't have anything.
That's right.
Well, we need Pantera at Headbangers Ball, definitely, so we're glad to be here. So, Phil, if I could come to you now about the incident that happened. I mean, that really must have shaken you up really badly. How are you feeling?
Didn't really shake me up. I overdosed and killed myself for about 4 minutes. And I think it shook everybody else up. I was in bliss, actually. I was gone. Don't remember anything. And when you come out of something like that and you wake up and you're A, embarrassed, B, you see how it affects everybody around you. Just those two elements right there, there's no way that could ever happen again, you know? So through more positive thought and through true inner strength, you know, everybody makes mistakes, but I truly learn from my mistakes, and I have that ability to turn that light switch off. And I'm going to keep that particular light switch off in my life forever.
Good, I'm very pleased to hear that.
Yeah.
And you said in your statement that it made you realize what you really valued in your life.
It's very
Pantera
true,
and
very
friends.
true. I used to wake up and dread the day, you know? Wake up, every time I go to bed, I'd just be like, ugh, I can't really face tomorrow. And really, it was not me speaking, it was depressants, so to speak. So, you know, it's basically common sense. It's tough at the time when you're going through something like that. It's tough to see the big picture, but it's pretty easy. Omit that stuff, live happier, you know, so it's just all natural to me.
In a weird way, too, it brought us all a lot closer together. And
very much so.
we've taken it not as a negative, but as a positive. You know, it's made us better on stage. It's made us closer as people and as friends, too, you know. So, you know, always, you know, there's bad things in this world, but hey, if you can take them and turn them into something good, so be it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But on that same note, after I'd overdosed, the very next night, we played the next night. There's no rehab, there's no trial period of getting the whole band back together. We never lost a step. And I think that took a lot of character from everybody on our crew and our band and stuff, and I think that, you know, they deserve to be commended on that, and I thank them.
Well, thank you very much for talking so candidly about that. We really appreciate it. And we're going to talk to the guys some more, but right now we're going to the first video from the great Southern trend kill, and we're going to find what happens when you drag the waters.
in every...
Still talking to Vinny and Phil from Pantera, and just really carrying on actually, Phil, from what we were saying earlier. You know, we're very honoured to have this exclusive interview with you, and I know that you've been reluctant to talk to the press in recent times about the new record. Have you been talking to the fans from the stage at the shows about what happened?
No, actually I haven't, because honest to God, there's only a certain amount of time that we have to play, and we feel like it's more important. And I do my own, I rattle on, don't get me wrong, I will talk to the audience, but we'd rather play the songs, you know? You know, that's what they paid to see. We're gonna play the songs and deliver that metal message that you all miss so much.
Yeah, let the metal do the talking. So, we were talking a little bit earlier about, you know, you haven't had too much TV or radio airplay, particularly in America. Do you find that pretty frustrating, or does it make your achievements seem even more kind of extraordinary?
I think it makes our achievements much more extraordinary because we've never depended on television or radio to bring our music to the fans. We always brought it to them. You know, we past 6 years we've done more touring than any band and I can think of. You know, we've never had a break till last year. We finally took some time off. You know, and so that's one of the reasons why in 1996, when a lot of other bands are falling by the wayside, we're still up there kicking it hard because we don't depend on the other mediums to, you know, promote our music. We do it ourselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Phil, does, you know, when each album you've done, you've kind of really gone up so many notches each time. How do you think the Great Southern Trendkill follows on from Far Beyond Ribbon? Because it seems to have gone up like 3 gears already.
I didn't really notice the gear change or what have you, but to me, I just think Pantera, like I said before in the past, that we know how to write Pantera songs, and I think that's all we really did, is just write the best songs that we know how to write, and we're all real happy with it, you know, so, you know,
Okay.
so, you know, so forth.
So if you don't have it, get it, because you need it.
Alrighty, well, we're going to check out some Pantera live on stage here at the Wings Stadium in Kalamazoo, wherever the hell this is. And then after that, we're going to talk to Pantera some more. With the Headbangers Ball, we're out on the Pantera US tour. We've got an exclusive interview for you. Vinny and Phil still with me, and for the Great Southern Trendkill, you recorded the album at home, kind of in your little backyard studio. What difference did that make to actually be at home, and what sort of vibe did you get going in the studio?
Well, I'd say the cool thing about it is, especially for Philip, you know, on the last record, we all had to go to Nashville and do it, and you know, when you're in a studio singing, the most you can do is an hour and a half, 2 hours a day at the max, and you're stuck in some town with nothing to do, you know, it's kind of hard on you, you know, and so I know for us down in Texas, it was real easy because we could just go there and work at our own pace. They didn't have a certain time that we had to be in there. There wasn't a certain time we had to be out of there. And the same thing with him working with Terry down in New Orleans doing the vocals, you know, he could come in and do his thing and then just go about living his life as a person, you know, when you're done, you know, which is sometimes it's really difficult, you know, if you have to be in a studio or around that environment, you can't get away from it all the time, you know.
I sang my vocal tracks at the 9 Inch Nails studio also, and they were great to us. So they're all in New Orleans. I live in New Orleans, and they're excellent people.
Excellent, fantastic. Could you tell us a little bit about the lyrics, Phil? Because you've included them on the album cover this time. Were you drawing from a wider pool of inspiration this time, or is it similar to things that have pissed you off before?
Just, you know, life experience, you know, I can't make up anything, you know, that never was, so just going through life experience, you know, that's where I get the lyrics, really.
Did it kind of help to have that theme of the Great Southern Trend Kill?
It just turned out that way. It took me a while to actually think up the title of the album. All of us were like, man, you know, what could we even call this thing? And when I reviewed all the songs and the themes to them and just how much it's just not even a cool album in the climate of today's popular music, you know, I love that, you know, I'll be honest with you, I like that a lot. So to me, the Great Southern Trend Kill means, you know, meaning we're from the South and we're killing these trends, and we got thousands of people to prove it every night. You know, a lot of people who miss the heavier edge to stuff that is so watered down today. Makes me sick, honestly.
Absolutely. Well, that says it all, really, the fact that the fans are still turning out for you guys and that you're selling out shows.
Says it all. It's a great feeling, and you'll see it tonight.
We will. All right, well, we've got another classic Pantera video on the way for you tonight. Actually, we're going to turn the clock right back to the Cowboys from Hell album, and it's going to be really good to see this video again, the title track, Cowboys from Hell. Okay, we have a few more moments to talk to Vinny and Phil from Pantera, and just a kind of general question here, actually. You guys, you seem to have a very kind of do-it-yourself attitude and philosophy to the music and the whole concept of the band and how you organize yourselves. When you're writing the record, are you writing it for yourself, are you writing it for the fans, or both?
Yeah, it's got to be both, man, period. I mean, we got to make ourselves happy, but in turn, you know, we know what our fans expect from us, you know.
Every fucking second of pathetic video pisses on me and judges what I am. And one cloud rapper less than that. Fuck them all!
It takes a while for the new songs, for the fans to really get them, you know. It takes them a while because they're still familiar with the old stuff.
And talking of future tours, of course, we'd like to know when Pantera is going to come to Europe. Have you got any kind of dates coming up?
Nothing firm, you know. Originally, we were scheduled to go over there in November, and it still may happen, but if not, we promise you guys we'll be over there early next year sometime.
Excellent. Well, have you got any message for the fans in Europe that you'd like to say? Now's your chance.
Absolutely. Don't listen to all these ass-kissing people that try and make us out to be something that we're not in the press. In Kerrang! Magazine especially, I feel like you went behind our backs. You didn't come to me one time when they were sitting there calling me a racist, when they were calling me all these filthy goddamn names. You didn't come to me one time and you went behind my back and you asked all these other rock and rollers what they thought about what I said. But do they really know what I said? Hell no. You weren't there. And on another note, on a more positive note, I'll say this. We ain't taking shit off of nobody. And we're come to kick ass every time, every night. And I don't care about nothing but our fans, our people, our crowd, and that's all walks of life. We ain't playing for no select crowd as far as color and all that shit goes. Anybody comes to our shows. Anybody's a Pantera fan. And we are the kings. Thank you very much.
Well, what a great way to finish the show. I don't think you can say better than that. Thank you both very much.
Thank you guys for being
For being metal still,
Yeah.
man. America sold out.
Playing
America
our
sold
videos
out.
and cool videos, you know.
Absolutely.
You can't get it here anymore. It's
Immortal,
over, you know.
morbid angel.
Absolutely. Well, Pantera has always been an important part of Headbangers Ball and will continue to be so. And it's been a very great pleasure to talk to both of you. And thank you very much for granting us this interview. Also, especially to Phil. Very much appreciate it. And that's just about it for tonight's show. So we're going to sign off. Really, so you can see exactly what Phil has been just said to us, and that is about the Pantera live, kicking it, and we're going to show you some more live performance. We're closing out here with Pantera live on stage at Wings Stadium in Kalamazoo, and we'll see you guys on tour, hopefully
In Europe soon.
In Europe very soon. All right, cheers, dudes.
Stay
Thanks
metal,
very
Europe.
much. Fantastic. See you next time. Signing off from Kalamazoo on the Pantera tour with Pantera Live. See ya.
We don't give a fuck. We can't lose. There ain't no trying to surrender. Can't lose. A new level of confidence and power. A new level of confidence and power. It's true life, true life, true life.
It's fucking great! Fucking hostile. Oh my god, it was the best, man. I was up there all the fucking time, dude. I got my ass fucking beat.
Kicked ass, man. You should have been here.
The reason Pantera is so special is because they are down to earth. They have been always. I've known those guys from the start. I'm talking Cowboys from Hell. They've always hung and partied, and that's how they've always been towards all their fans. It's always been like a party, you know. I'm just like, I'm your bud type of attitude. Let's do it, you know.
You know what our crowds look like? Not physically, but it just like it reminds you of. You ever pull over on the side of the road and have some dead dog laying in the road and there's maggots all over it, just going crazy? That's what our crowds look like when we start playing. Just, and it ain't like 400 people, it ain't 200 people, it's thousands of people going berserk. So that night, just that in general keeps you driven, and I haven't seen such enthusiasm in years, and I love it. I love every second of it.